In this video, we're walking through the Pi Blockchain Essentials Roadmap, a detailed overview of how Pi Network is developing the core components of its decentralized ecosystem. We'll break it down into 6 major sections. Blockchain, the core infrastructure. Node, how users help secure and run the network. KYC, ensuring identity and fairness. Token model and mining mechanism, how rewards are distributed. Pi Wallet, enabling peer-to-peer and app-based payments. BlockExplorer, bringing transparency to the blockchain. Each of these plays a critical role in Pi's transition from a mobile mining app to a fully functional Web3 platform. Let's dive into the roadmap and see how Pi is building its ecosystem from the ground up. Let's begin with the foundation of everything, the Pi blockchain. Pi's blockchain is a decentralized and energy-efficient ledger that records all transactions on the network. But unlike traditional blockchains like Bitcoin that rely on energy-hungry proof of work, Pi uses the Federated Byzantine Agreement model through the Stellar Consensus Protocol. This allows millions of real people, known as pioneers, to contribute to network consensus while keeping things lightweight and accessible, even from mobile devices. The testnet launched on March 14, 2020, kicking off a period of experimentation, stability testing, and app integration. The mainnet, now in its enclosed network phase, officially launched on December 28, 2021, meaning it's live, but isolated from external blockchains and exchanges for security and stability reasons. Since then, the blockchain has continued to evolve. In June 2022, pioneers were able to start migrating their mined Pi to their mainnet wallets. This was a big step forward, as it allowed real usage within the enclosed ecosystem. Then in July 2022, Pi apps were given the ability to connect directly to the mainnet via SDK API calls, enabling real transactions on the blockchain. What's happening now? The core team is focusing on ensuring 100% uptime, improving scalability, and getting ready for the open network phase, when the firewall will be lifted and Pi becomes interoperable with other blockchains. They're also working on simulations, emergency plans, and upgrades to both the testnet and mainnet infrastructure to handle the millions of future users. This behind-the-scenes work is crucial to Pi's long-term success. Now let's talk about nodes, one of the most community-driven elements of the Pi ecosystem. Nodes are computer programs run by regular users on their desktops or laptops that help power the blockchain. They play a crucial role in validating transactions, reaching consensus, and ensuring the network remains decentralized. The first node software was released back in March 2020, and over time, Pi has added more features, like the ability to check ports, update automatically, and manage blockchain history. As of Pi Day 2022, there were over 100,000 active nodes, showing the strength and enthusiasm of the Pioneer community. Running a node also earns pioneers a boost to their mining rate, especially those who maintain high reliability and consistent uptime. The node app continues to improve. There's now a better user interface, support for both testnet and mainnet switching, and more detailed performance analytics, so you can see how well your node is doing. The core team is currently developing the mainnet node software, which will be capable of handling live transactions on the mainnet chain. In the future, there will be selection criteria for supernodes, which are key to running the backbone of the open network. The roadmap also includes plans for more customization, user education, and features to support node operation after the open network launches. If you're running a node now, or plan to, you're already helping build the future of the Pi network. KYC, or Know Your Customer, is a vital part of Pi's one-person, one-account policy. Pi's mission is to create a fair and inclusive network, and that means eliminating fake or duplicate accounts that could exploit the system. The Pi KYC system is unique. It uses a decentralized, community-driven model, where pioneers help validate each other's identities, combined with automated machine learning for speed and accuracy. It's free from fiat costs, protects privacy, and builds a foundation of trust within the network. The scalable KYC solution was released to most users in June 2022, and over 1 million applications were successfully verified in the first month alone. The core team continues to enhance the KYC process. They're resolving corner cases like stuck applications, missing fields, failed image extractions, or mismatched names. A new review and appeal system is being developed so pioneers who are rejected can understand why and contest the decision if needed. On top of that, UX improvements are on the way to make onboarding smoother, and validator performance is being tracked to ensure high-quality reviews. In the future, KYC validators will also be rewarded in Pi for their contributions, turning this into a decentralized, self-sustaining system. Let's move on to one of the most exciting parts: the Pi token model and mining mechanism. Originally, the base mining rate started at 3.14 Pi per hour and halved every time the number of pioneers grew by 10 times. But in March 2022, Pi introduced a new dynamic mining model. Now, the base mining rate is adjusted monthly based on supply and network activity. It's no longer just about logging in daily. It's about contributing meaningfully to the network. You earn more Pi by doing things like running a node, using Pi apps, building security circles, and locking up your Pi, all actions that help grow and secure the ecosystem. The core team is actively evaluating the effectiveness of the mining formula. They're looking at how Pi is being distributed, whether the reward system is sustainable, and what changes might be needed before the open network. There are also discussions about new mining bonuses for emerging contribution types, to reward actions that weren't initially part of the system but are now essential to the network's growth. This is all part of ensuring Pi remains a fair and balanced system long-term. Last but not least, let's talk about the Pi wallet. This is a non-custodial cryptocurrency wallet, meaning you hold the keys and control your own assets. The wallet is built right into the Pi browser, allowing for fast, seamless payments across Pi apps and between pioneers. It supports both testnet Pi and mainnet Pi, and it requires KYC verification for mainnet usage. The wallet design focuses on privacy, security, and user control, and pioneers are responsible for safely storing their passphrases. The testnet version of the wallet launched in April 2021, and the mainnet wallet followed in June 2022. Since then, many useful features have been added, like QR code payments, off-chain memos for transaction descriptions, and 2 types of developer wallets for app interactions. The wallet is already enabling real commerce in places where pioneers are exchanging goods and services using Pi. Looking forward, the team is planning to integrate the wallet more deeply into mobile devices, improve its security layers, and automate balance refills for smoother migration from the mining app. Let's take a look at a key tool that supports transparency in the Pi ecosystem: the Pi BlockExplorer. This tool was first released in October 2021 for viewing the Pi testnet, and then updated to support the mainnet in 2022. The BlockExplorer lets you browse the Pi blockchain directly from a browser, similar to what you'd see with Etherscan for Ethereum. You can explore transaction histories, view wallet addresses, check confirmations, and analyze fee structures. This includes details like the sender's and receiver's addresses, the amount transferred, timestamps, and the status of transactions. It's incredibly useful for developers, validators, or just everyday users who want to understand what's going on under the hood. By making blockchain data publicly visible, the BlockExplorer helps reinforce Pi's transparency, accountability, and decentralization, key pillars of any trustworthy Web3 network. As Pi moves toward open network, having tools like this available and accessible will only grow in importance. That wraps up our look at the Pi Blockchain Essentials Roadmap. We covered the blockchain, node system, KYC, mining model, Pi wallet, and the BlockExplorer, all key parts of how Pi Network is building its platform. If you found this video useful, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with other pioneers. And if you're just getting started with Pi, check the pinned comment for my referral link. Thanks for watching. See you next time.